And welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me today on my latest episode on my channel. Thank you very much everyone for joining me. Hope you're having a boss day. Apologies for not releasing a video yesterday, it was proper chocker. I'm planning, I'm preparing for future shows. So yeah, if you want to keep up to date with all the Liverpool latest news and transfer news over the summer and for the next forthcoming season, I'll be doing match build-up, squad prediction shows that I want you to all get involved in. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, put the notifications on, and join us all. Join this amazing Liverpool family. But thank you everyone that has subscribed, and as always, you're absolute legends if you're liking the videos, and I know you are. So nice one. Thank you very much. For this show, I've got a double bill. Like, there was not much news. I don't want to be going over myself again. Like yesterday, there wasn't much news, so I was planning and preparing shows, as I've said. But today, we've got a packed show. I'll be doing half of it, because I don't want to cram it all into one. That'd be a bit... You might not have the same time in the whole day. I'd probably be like half an hour show. But yeah, no, I'll split it in half. So, I've got Virgil van Dijk, the chief executive has come out at Southampton and talked a bit about that. Joel Matip has talked about his prospects for the upcoming season. What a player. Like, I'll talk a bit about that. New left back that's been linked, Andy Robertson from Hull. I'll talk a bit about that. And Roberto Firmino to wrap it all off. But on me, part 2 of the show, basically, I'll be releasing yet later. I'll be talking a bit about Fabio Borini. He's got, like, literally the best agent in the whole wide world. You see where he's gone, obviously. Ryan Sessegnon, see what happens with him. He's agreed to actually stay at Fulham. That's a very good decision, even though he was being linked with us like a couple of weeks back, but obviously looked like Tottenham were going to get him. But he's decided to stay at Fulham for the next couple of years, which is fantastic news for any young player, really, to get more development and game time under. Emre has praised Liverpool for his games, for his development and his game overall. So I'll talk a bit about that in my next show. And to final, John Flanagan, the forgotten man, as everyone on Merseyside, as a couple of us are saying. But I'll talk a bit about that. That'll be in my part 2 show later today. But subscribe so you can see that and you can all get involved. But yeah, after the show, as always, if you're new, I always leave the stories down below in the description. So I'll do half the stories and then you can all check them out. Very much quality reads, most of the stories. But yeah, right, to start off, Virgil van Dijk not for sale, insists Southampton director Lee Reid. He has reiterated that Liverpool target Virgil van Dijk is not for sale. Asked about Liverpool's interest in Virgil van Dijk and Tottenham's pursuit in Cedric Soares, Reid told Sky Sports that none of these players are for sale. I can't make it any plainer than that, and that the way we mean to go forward. We built this squad over time and think we have a strong squad. We will fine-tune it, but other than that, we are looking forward and very competitive for a very competitive season, and we plan to go forward on that basis. There may be players that go on the basis this is the right thing for them and the club at the given time, but we don't expect them to be wholesale changes. For simple, if they want to stay and we are ready and the window will be open, so there might be ins and outs, but we want to keep all our best players. Obviously, the new boss, Mauricio Pellegrino, obviously the former defender, was added, and he wants to add to his plans. He's done his own work on our squad, and we don't believe we need to turn over players every year just to refresh things up. He added, "We got a strong squad now, and it would be about adding to players that would produce more value to the team." So yeah, that's the director of Southampton coming out basically saying they're not looking. And when they agreed for the new Southampton manager, that was one of the... He'd only come if they kept Virgil van Dijk. I'm pretty sure that if you're a manager, but when I look at it, and probably use as well, when you look at it, if you're Southampton, you've got a player there on your books. I personally think, as I've been saying in the last couple of weeks, that we might still have a chance, but I think this is really dead. I don't think it will happen. But hopefully it happens, but I'm not really hoping for it. I'm just leaving it. I'm moving on from this. So hopefully it gets sorted very soon, because we all don't want this to go on and on and on and on and on. But obviously Southampton retracted their statement, well, their complaint really. So we've got a free run, but we'll see, we'll find out. But yeah, that's very, very interesting. Van Dijk is not for sale. So Southampton, as he said there, they've made it so clear that he's not for sale at all. So we'll find out. Yeah, Virgil van Dijk, quality player, see if we get him. But I highly doubt for me personally. So let me know, that's the question I asked you. Right, if we can't get Virgil van Dijk, we talk about Koulibaly. Right, I want to know other players that you personally want. So leave them in the comment section. If we can't get... I see the story, like... If we were willing to spend 60, 70 million on a centre-back, there is money there. So what centre-backs around the world? And try and be realistic. Like, obviously, but it would be amazing if we could afford one of the Juventus centre-backs. Or Boateng from Bayern Munich. But I'm sure if you lobbed a £70 million bid in, and with the Lord of Klopp being German, and Boateng, that's a bit spectacle. I'd love it. It'd be my dream centre-back if we could, Boateng. But yeah, moving on. Joel Matip. My game will be even better next season. He's talked about in the Liverpool Echo. Centre-back is ready to improve his game in the second year in the Premier League. I love Joel. He's one of those defenders that we were so lucky to get him. I'll talk a bit more in depth here. Let's load up my page. Oh, it's gone. Right, there we go. Yeah, is vowed to take his game to the next level in the season 2017 campaign. The German-born defender enjoyed a solid first year with the Reds following his free transfer from Schalke, clocking up 32 appearances. He is an absolute steal. I think, personally, Jurgen Klopp's best signing in his current reign at Liverpool Football Club. He is being an absolute steal. Let me know how much do you think, personally, if Joel was on the market, but he was willing, if Klopp was future, say if we didn't have him and we were going to put a bid in, how much do you reckon Joel Matip's market value would be now on the market, especially with considering all the centre-backs with the ridiculous price tags? How much would you think, well, not saying we're going to sell Joel, but if we were to sell him, how much do you think we'd get him? So yeah, Joel Matip insists there's more to come and believes he'll be better from the experience he gained last term. He goes on to say, I really like to have the ball. It's one of the nicest things when you're on the pitch, he said. I tried to do my best then to look forward and to create chances to help my teammates in front. But I'm very self-critical as well. I always want to improve myself. You have to work hard and keep trying and learning. That's the way you get better, obviously, in life. But he's one of those players that when you watch him, he's very much composed, and that's what I loved about him when we signed him. It was only like 5 games in. He looks so composed for it. He's very tall as well. He's like 6'5", 6'6". He's a big lad, Joe. But he is very much something like he's a Jurgen Klopp signing written all over him. As soon as he come in, you just knew that is the type of player you look at and you're right. If there's a very good example, it's like Lallana and Matip. They're very much Jurgen Klopp players written all over them. But yeah, critical. So he talks about him being like, he's very critical with himself, which is obviously in life, you're the most critical person on yourself, aren't you? So very much well said there, Joe. Before I came here, I knew about the Premier League. I saw a lot of games and I had an idea what to expect. So I prepared right from the beginning. Maybe the top teams try to play a bit more, but every team gives everything in this league. The ball goes from one end of the pitch to the other all the time, so you always be vulnerable if you're not at your best. You have to concentrate because in every match, one situation can decide it. Very much true. We all sit there and watch the Premier League, especially Liverpool. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There's not many leagues really like that. Like, obviously, the Spanish league is very much, it's like, say against Barcelona, big teams. It's very much one-sided. You either sit behind. It can be attacking if the games open up, but with the Spanish teams and the Italian teams, it's either one side or another. But as he said, split second, if a player loses concentration, it can change the game. But I'm really looking forward to see. Let me know how much you're looking forward to see Joel Matip this coming season. Do you reckon he'll be improve even more? Wow. Like, especially we'll find out who his new partner is, or if it carries on with Lovren at the first game of the season, and then in Champions League campaign, we'll see. So yeah, all the best, lad. He's done amazing. So let me know. Out of 10 for you, Joel Matip. How obviously I've got a review of Joel Matip coming up in the next couple of days of the squad. What would you give him out of 10? Let me know below off his performances last season. Right, Andy Robertson remains on Liverpool's radar at left back. Andy Robertson is back on Liverpool's radar as Liverpool prepare to sign a left back this summer. The 8 million rated Hull defender is one of the number of options considering as the Reds wait on Alberto Moreno. Obviously, there's going to be so many left backs branded around and bounced off wall to wall. Like, every left back in the league is going to be linked with City or Liverpool because very much they so cliche, and we're going to sell Moreno by all looks of it. And there's not many that very good left backs in world football available. If there is, all the teams around Europe are going to be trying to get left back. Obviously, Mendy we've been linked with over the last couple of weeks, but we'll find out. He's one of the most promising up and coming left backs. So if Liverpool are trying to get him, we won't be the only team getting him. Obviously, the Reds have flapped a £15 million price tag on a 24-year-old, having recently rejected an £11 million offer. And what I can tell from Napoli, I think they will not come back with an improved offer. I think it was a £11 million take it or leave it offer. So, obviously, Napoli, if you don't want to spend any more, I'm sure the Milan clubs, as I'll talk about Milan in the next episode, ridiculous. Milan are just buying everyone. The resurgence of AC Milan. Obviously, the teams that they had in the past. Oh, what a teams. But I think they're regaining power in Italy. So, yet the former left-back is apparently talked about in the Echo. He's meant to be settled and will consider his options when he returns to pre-season next week. As a result, Liverpool are unlikely to press on with buying a left-back to compete with James Milner for a starting role until Moreno's fate is sealed. That's very interesting. Liverpool have scouted Robinson extensively over the past 2 seasons. They were linked with the Scotland international a year ago, but Klopp opted to sign not to sign a left back after failing to bid for obviously Ben Chilwell. The Glasgow-born 23-year-old has made 115 appearances for the Tigers since his £3 million move from Dundee in 2014. He was obviously released from Celtic as a teenager. He's attacking fullback, launched his career at Queen's Park Rangers before being snapped up by Dundee United. 3 years ago, he's crowned PFA Scotland Young Player of the Year. Obviously, let me know, would you be happy getting Robinson? It depends whether to be seen. We've all talked about a couple of weeks ago. Would he be the key man? If Klopp was going to bring in a left back, would it be a starting role, starting left back, or we were waiting to see if Klopp is ready to put James Milner at left back again? For me personally, depends if there's money. Yeah, there'll be money, but James done a solid job. But I'm telling you now, if Messi's running down the right wing, and if we draw again, get Barcelona or Real Madrid, I don't want Messi or Ronaldo running at James Milner, like with the pace they've got. No, thank you very much. As much as James, quality lad, he's very much a utility man, and he's a very good midfielder, which everyone seems to forget. His assists and his scoring record, it goes before him. Obviously, at City, he was one of their highest assist takers, and even at Liverpool, when he was playing central midfield, he had a very good assist record, so he's very much creative. So let me know, would you be happy as signing Robinson as a left-back? Yeah, he's not Roberto Carlos or Marcelo, but would he be very much a good solid left back that you feel could challenge and improve on the left back spot and possibly maybe get him? Obviously, he's only 23, so it'd only improve. So looking like very much Moreno. We're only going to go for a left back until we've got the fate of Moreno sorted. So that's wait and see. So obviously the final story: Liverpool forward Bobby relishing Liverpool's Champions League adventure. Bobby, what a lad. New number 9. So I'm praying, and we've all got our fingers crossed, they'll bang 20 in next season. That's what we're all hoping, and needs to improve that goal tally. So yeah, he talked to the Echo as well. The Brazilian international is ready to embrace the demands of a much tougher schedule as the Reds prepare to return to European action. Last season, it was sad not to be in European games, But we worked hard and now we're really looking forward to next season, Bobby said. We have more games to play, but I would play twice a week if I could. It shows the team is moving in the right direction. Reflecting on the final day, obviously he talks about when he played Middlesbrough, it was a perfect finale, like a book. Hey, like a book. Harry Potter book. Yeah. And like a good book, there was a lot of twists and turns along the way. And we fought to the very last page, the game against Middlesbrough at Anfield, and to get the right outcome. Obviously, last season I was made up, like we all were, to get that final result. Yeah, we're not celebrating fourth, but after what we had gone through up until January and just before Christmas, we were one of the best teams in the Premier League. Obviously, everyone knows what happened to January with all the players, not all players, but some key injuries, and that's what it's coming into this season. We need very much squad depth to actually cope, and when we got one player missing, we're not highly relying on like say Mane or whoever gets injured. So we bring whoever in, and we're not losing quality on the first starting 11. We can bring them in with ease. So yeah, he goes on to, that was with Liverpool Magazine. He's looking back on his achievements and he talks about his favourite goal. Yeah, what's your favourite Bobby Firmino goal? Leave that in the comment section as well, want to know. My one is the Stoke goal. You'd all know that, when it just went meow and he just went bang, and then we won against Stoke. I love that goal. As soon as that dropped over his head, I was like, it's it, son, it's it, and he absolutely banged it in, didn't he? But yeah, right. He talks about the former Hoffenheim man scored 12 goals, and he believes his best one from the Reds came in a losing cause. Firmino's dipping long streak against Stoke clinched the precious victory in April, but he insists the effort wasn't as good as his second goal in the 3-2 defeat to Swansea 3 months earlier. That was a good goal, very good goal. If you ask me, for the best 3 goals I scored, I'd say Palace away in the 3rd place, the one at Stoke next, and then that second goal against Swansea. We were 2-1 down when Ginny won the ball on the left, and I realised that it was going to cross it. I had to react very quickly and dominated the ball. Dominated the ball with my chest, and only thought was, I've got to shoot straight away. But yeah, that's Bobby Firmino. Let me know are you happy with him hopefully potentially being our #1 striker? He's got the quality and he's got the work rate, which Klopp really wants from these players. But this coming season and the future seasons, very much exciting. And let me know how excited you are for the upcoming season. I'm so hyped. We've got the framework, very much a very good framework of building on this team. We can go. Really feel we can not mount a title challenge. We need a couple more quality players coming in. Left back, centre back, get that sorted. Another centre mid, and potentially a world class striker from challenging for the league. I'll put my neck on the line with that. But yeah, excuse me, sorry everyone. But yeah, hopefully you've had a good day. Let me know. I'll be back later in about 2 hours, and I'll release that, edit it all, and I'll bring it to you. But yeah, thank you very much, as always, everyone. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this episode, please give it a like. It'd be very much appreciated, and I'll speak to you very soon. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, put the notifications on, everyone. Put notifications on if you're subscribed anyway, so we're all not missing. And I've had the chance to reply to every single one of your comments when I was doing yesterday, so if you haven't got a reply, I have replied. So I reply to every single message. Me notifications on YouTube weren't coming up, so it's all sorted now. Thank you, everyone. Hope you're having a boss day, and I'll speak to you very soon. See you soon, everyone. Have a good one. You never walk alone. Come on.